So I was at dinner the other night just staring into my glass of wine, and I was watching those little droplets, the legs, drip down the side.
Ah, the tears of wine.
Exactly. And I had this thought that, we're always told it means it's a good wine or a sweet wine.
Right.
But what we're actually looking at is a full-blown physics demonstration. It's incredible.
It is. It has almost nothing to do with quality or sweetness.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon called the Marangoni effect.
And that's our mission for this deep dive. We're going to unpack how this effect makes liquid flow up against gravity.
And how that same force is, believe it or not, critical for making microchips and even for operating satellites in space.
It's hidden physics hiding in plain sight.
Totally. The core of it is a battle between alcohol and water.
Okay, so I've read a bit about this. It comes down to something called surface tension, right? Like two different liquids fighting for control.
That's it, exactly. Alcohol has a really low surface tension, and it evaporates very, very quickly.
And water is the opposite. Higher surface tension evaporates slower.
Right. So when you swirl the wine, a thin film coats the side of the glass.
And since it's so thin, the alcohol in that film just poof. It evaporates almost instantly.
Leaving behind a liquid that's mostly water. So now you have this gradient.
A gradient.
Yeah, a difference. You have low-tension liquid in the bowl of the glass and high-tension liquid on the walls.
And fluids always flow from low tension to high tension.
Always. So the watery film on the glass literally pulls more wine up from the bottom to join it. It's like a constant tug-of-war.
Until the droplets get too heavy and gravity finally wins and they drip back down as tears.
And funnily enough, James Thomson, that's Lord Kelvin's brother, he figured this out in 1855.
Oh, wow.
But Carlo Marangoni wrote his dissertation on it a decade later, and now it's named after him.
Huh. History rewards the one who publishes the thesis, I guess.
It seems so.
But the main takeaway here is that legs just mean higher alcohol content. And if you cover the glass...
The effect stops instantly because you've stopped the evaporation.
Amazing. Understanding these little invisible forces is how you optimize really complex systems.
Speaking of optimizing complex systems, that's a perfect lead-in to our sponsor, Embersilk.
It really is. If you're looking to streamline your business or even just parts of your personal life with AI, you have to see what they're doing.
Embersilk specializes in AI training, automation, and custom software development.
They can help you figure out exactly where intelligent agents could make the biggest impact for you.
Check them out at embersilk.com to see how they can help.
So let's take this out of the wine glass. I was reading about something called Marangoni drying.
Yes, in silicon wafer production. This is a huge application.
So when they make integrated circuits, they have to wash these silicon wafers, and they need to be perfectly spotlessly dry.
You can't just let them air dry because that leaves mineral spots and ruins the chip.
So they introduce alcohol vapor.
And they create the Marangoni effect on purpose. The vapor lowers the surface tension of the water, and the water literally pulls itself off the surface of the wafer,
Leaving it perfectly clean. That is so clever.
It's an incredibly elegant solution. But if you want to see where this effect is a real heavyweight, you have to go to space.
Right, because here on Earth, gravity is the dominant force. It usually wins.
But in microgravity on the International Space Station, for example, surface tension is suddenly the bully in the room. It dictates everything.
So how does that play out?
Well, take heat pipes for cooling electronics on a satellite. On Earth, gravity helps the fluid cycle properly.
Okay.
In space, the Marangoni effect can actually cause the cooling liquid to flow toward the hot end of the pipe instead of away from it.
Wait, what? So instead of cooling the hot spot, it floods it?
It can flood the hot end and cause the whole thing to overheat. It's the exact opposite of what you want. Engineers have to design around this force very carefully.
Wow. A force we barely notice at the dinner table can destroy a satellite.
It's all about context. It also explains why high-proof whiskey beads up. It's the same effect, just happening above a certain alcohol percentage, around 46%.
From wine to microchips to whiskey to space, I love it.
It just shows how paying attention to the small things can help you understand the fundamental forces of the universe.
Before we wrap up, I think you have one more little piece of trivia for us.
I do. The British physicist C.V. Boyce, he made a fascinating argument. He suggested that a biblical proverb, the one about wine moving itself aright in the cup, he argued it wasn't poetry. He believed it was an ancient observation of this very specific surface tension dance.
No way. A biblical physics lesson. I will never look at a glass of wine the same way again.
Me neither.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to Intellectually Curious. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.